Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So till now I had discussed around 6 to 7 videos of module 1 and we have covered a lot of concepts. In the previous video we were discussing with the important transistor models. There are two important models under transistor of any kind. One is pi model and another one is T model. Okay, so those two transistor models are only used to introduce the AC equivalent circuits of a particular DC analyzed circuit, right? So if you want to get the alternating current, that is the AC source, along with the DC, we should be knowing how to write the AC equivalent circuit. Okay, so just to represent those AC equivalent circuit, these two transistor models are used. Okay, that is pi model and T model. So based on those models here, we are going to be testing those transistor models, that is pi and T model, in some of the amplifier circuits. Okay, so that is all about this video. Today we are going to be seeing different types of amplifier circuits till now which we have discussed in this module. All of its AC equivalent circuits, how they are mentioned, we are going to be discussing that. Okay, so stay tuned, watch till the end, subscribe to our channel, keep supporting us guys. Okay, so let us start with the video now. Analyzing the amplifiers. The simplest way to analyze an amplifier is to split the analysis into two parts. Okay, that is, one is DC analysis and AC analysis. So this is the basic for formation of analysis of an amplifier. The DC analysis part is already done. Now we are going to be mainly focusing on AC analysis here. Okay, so in DC analysis we calculate the DC voltages and currents. To do with this, we need to open all the capacitors, that is, we have used till now the coupling capacitors and the lumped capacitances in case of DC analysis. The circuit that remains after the opening of these capacitances, that circuit is called as the AC DC equivalent circuit, right? So these things are already done. Now in the AC analysis part, you see here, in AC analysis we should be shorting all the capacitors and DC voltage sources, and then transistor can be replaced by either pi model or T model. Okay, so this is the analysis part, how it is done. You see here what they have mentioned in AC analysis. We should be shorting all the capacitors, that is, whatever the capacitors are there in the circuit, you should be shorting them first, and whatever the DC voltage sources and transistors, they should be getting replaced by the pi model and equivalent pi model and T model, which we have discussed in the previous video. Okay, so yeah, first let us see the analysis of base bias amplifier. So this we have discussed in one of our videos, base bias amplifier circuit. So let us see now what are the changes you observe here. For AC analyzation of figure 9.20b here, this is the base bias amplifier circuit you see here. This is a simple base bias amplifier circuit which I mentioned it here, and this is the AC equivalent model of this above circuit. Okay, so we should be mainly focusing on this circuit. From this circuit, how the AC equivalent model is obtained. So in this circuit, what are they are mentioned here? One transistor is mentioned. So in this case, it is an NPN transistor, one capacitor, load resistance, the collector resistance, base resistance, and the coupling capacitor which is kept here. Okay, so this is one voltage source and this is the VCC, that is the power supply. Okay, so this is the basic base bias amplifier circuit. With respect to this, we have got this AC equivalent circuit. Okay, so how this has come, before this let us read this explanation here. For AC analyzation of the base bias amplifier circuit shows the AC equivalent circuit which you have seen just now, which we got after shorting all the capacitors and DC source plus VCC, and then replace the transistor with its pi model. Okay, so here we have replaced the transistor with the equivalent pi model, because in the previous video itself we have told that pi model is way much efficient than the T model. Most of the times this pi model is used over T model, right? So as you can see in the base circuit, the AC input voltage appears across RB in parallel with beta RE dash. Okay, so you see here, so this is the RB, that is the base resistance, and that would be kept here with the beta RE dash parameter. Okay, why this is replaced by beta RE dash? Because we have one transistor here, right? So that would be getting, in case of pi model we have discussed, right? The impedance is given in terms of Z in base, and Z in base in case of pi model is beta RE dash, which would be getting replaced by the transistor, right? So this transistor here gets replaced by this beta RE dash component, and it is kept in parallel with that. Along with that, what they have mentioned here is, in the collector circuit, the current source pumps an AC current of IC through RC in parallel with RL. That is, whatever the RC component is there here, right? In that case, we should be pumping one current source, that is one AC current source. In order to mention it as an AC equivalent circuit, we require one current source, right? So that's why that current source is introduced here at this C terminal, that is in the downward direction, which is going towards the emitter. That is IC current. Along with that, RC is kept in parallel, and the capacitances are shorted here. So in the, if you observe here in this pi model, there are no capacitors here, so that's why they are shorted. And this RL is kept in parallel with RC. Okay, so in this way, one simple base biased amplifier circuit is working here. So hope it is clear. Similarly, let us see now the analysis of VDB amplifier, that is voltage divider bias amplifier circuit. So you see here they have given the two figures. One is the VDB amplifier circuit and its equivalent AC equivalent circuit. Okay. So here what they have done here, first you see what and all are present in this circuit, VDB amplifier circuit. So multiple times you have seen till now, there is one transistor, collector resistance, emitter resistance, and we have two of the resistors, input resistors R1 and R2, and these two are the coupling capacitors here. And with respect to emitter, we are placing one bypass capacitor, one voltage source, and this is the power supply VCC along with the load. Okay, so this is the basic structure of the VDB amplifier. Till now you might be knowing this. So how this is replaced and written in this form you see here. Figure 9.21a is a VDB amplifier, and figure 9.21b, that is this figure, is its AC equivalent circuit. As you can see, all capacitors have been shorted here. So if you observe the AC equivalent circuit, there are no capacitors here. All these three capacitors are shorted. The DC supply point has become an AC ground, and the transistor has been replaced by R2 in parallel with beta Re dash. Okay, you see here there is one transistor here that is again replaced by beta Re dash here, and R1 and R2, since these two are separated by this node, so these two we know that they are in parallel along with this voltage source V in, and along with this parallel from node B, that is this transistor is been replaced by the this is again the pi model here. Okay, so this is not T model. So this is again replaced by transistor, replaced by the equivalent impedance, that is beta Re dash. And along with that, whatever is there in the collector side, in the collector circuit, the current source pumps an AC current through IC through RC in parallel with RL. So that is in the previous case for base bias also we have seen, right? The same thing here again. We are introducing one AC equivalent current source IC for this resistance RC. So that is kept in parallel. Along with that, this capacitor is shorted, and this bypass capacitor is also shorted, and we are having one load resistance RL. Okay, so if you observe here, while this bypass capacitor gets shorted, the RE resistance also gets shorted. Why? Because they are connected in through one single terminal, and both of them are going towards ground, right? So there would be no emitter resistance in the AC equivalent circuit part. Okay, so we have V in, R1, R2, beta Re dash in parallel, the equivalent current IC for the collector resistance RC, and along with that RC and RL are kept in parallel. Okay, so this is the simple equivalent circuit for an VDB amplifier. Now let us see for analysis of two supply emitter bias amplifier, that is the TACB amplifier. So this also in one of my videos I have discussed. So this is the circuit of TACB amplifier. We are having one RC RE component, two of the coupling capacitors, and we don't have two resistances here. That is, we are only having one base resistance RB along with the V in and VCC, and we are having one more source because they are mentioned clearly that is a two supply, right? So V plus VCC and minus VEE. Okay, this is the negative value always. So these things I have already discussed in one of my videos. So this is the simple circuit for that. So for this, the AC equivalent circuit looks like this. Okay, so this is the AC equivalent circuit of the TACB amplifier. So see here what they have mentioned. The two supply emitter biasing is shown in the figure. The equivalent TACB is shown in the figure 9.22b. To get it again, all the capacitors and DC voltage source are shorted as expected according to the rule, and the transistor is replaced by its equivalent pi model. In the base circuit, the AC input voltage appears across RB in parallel with beta Re dash. Okay, you see here there is one V in source. This capacitor gets shorted. We are having already one resistor RB here, and this transistor again is replaced by the input impedance base impedance beta Re dash, and along with that the current source is introduced in the collector circuit. that is IC. Along with that, it is kept in parallel with RC, and these two capacitors would be getting terminated, that is would be getting shorted. So this would be vanishing, and along with this bypass capacitor, this RE resistance also would be getting vanished, because both are approaching towards ground, and we are having IC, RC, and the load resistance RL. Okay, so in this way, the equivalent circuit of a TACB amplifier is mentioned here. So just note it down. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. So these were the simple amplified circuits. So we have a few more circuits that is not mentioned in this notes, but if you want the dedicated video on some other amplifier circuits, I'm going to do that as well. So that's all for this video, guys. Hope you understood something how to represent the AC equivalent circuits using pi model. So in this video, I've shown only for pi models. In some of the question papers, they might be asking to represent the amplified circuit in both the models, that is pi model as well as T model. So the chances are very less they ask like that. But if they ask, you should be knowing how to write in T model also. Okay, so the T model structure also I've discussed in the previous video. Just go and watch it, compare it with pi model how it is written, and try to write the structure in the T model as well. Okay, yeah, that's all for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next video with some other concepts. Thank you, guys. So keep supporting us. Thank you.